say law enforcement runs in the Netzger family.
He said he wanted to be a police officer. I told him to be a firefighter. Said he didn't want to listen to me. So
25 years ago, Mike Netzger began his career as a police officer. And just 7 months ago, his son Noah, an officer for the Berlin Police Department, began his. And Noah was able to pin a special badge on his father's chest.
He pinned my badge on me, so it was a pretty fun feeling to do it to him, too.
Netzger was one of 4 Green Bay police officers officially sworn in as a sergeant Monday.
It's been more than 2 decades. I believe it was 95 or 96 that they eliminated the sergeant position back in the day.
Chief Andrew Smith says the new position will put more officers in the field and with supervisory authority.
Promotions, basically anything, went to the senior person who applied. Well, we changed that in the last contract about 2 years ago. We got the union to concede that that's not the best way to select people for positions.
Smith says now the entry-level position of patrolman will be followed by the rank of sergeant. He says the new system will ensure ranks are earned by merit.
Having a sergeant in the field, watching over them and ensuring they do things right is the cornerstone for accountability on our department.
And following in his father's footsteps.
I can't be more proud of him and what he has become.
Noah says the bar has just been set a little higher.
So maybe one day I'll be a sergeant as well. Who knows?
In Green Bay, Brittany Ford, Fox 11 News. From her apartment building in Manitowoc just around 8:45 Wednesday night, Michelle Peterson says she couldn't believe what she saw.
When the police came, there were people running up and down and screaming and yelling. I could hear stuff outside and inside.
Peterson lives on the 2nd floor of this Franklin Street apartment building where police say 18-year-old Joshua Ratter showed up and attempted to kill a girl. Police say Ratter and the girl who were in a relationship recently broke up.
Last night, Joshua confronted this victim about the relationship, which escalated.
Detective Andrew Trilling says Ratter began threatening the girl to the point where she began running for her life.
Joshua eventually caught up with the victim, grabbing the victim, holding a gun, and threatening the victim's life.
And it's at that time, the police report states, Ratter placed the gun to her head, telling her to say her prayers because she was going to die. Trilling also said Ratter then pulled the trigger, but the gun didn't fire. Trilling says the girl was able to get away by the help of a nearby teen, which Ratter then pointed a gun at, forcing him to get in a car and drive away.
Had his juvenile friend with him, threatened his juvenile friend to take him to Sheboygan. After they were there, they ended up driving back to Manitowoc County.
Trilling says that's where Ratter was taken into custody, and he says 2 guns were recovered, which Ratter had stolen.
Joshua stole 2 of the guns from a house of where he was staying at.
And as for Peterson, she says she still can't wrap her head around what happened.
You would not think that something like this would happen. And what would, thank God the gun didn't work.
In Manitowoc, Brittany Ford, Fox 11 News.